Good afternoon. Today's class we are going to discuss about the decision making role in the industries. So we are having the ethics of AI as a paper. So previously we have discussed about the challenges, opportunities, and the ethical issues in the industries and how we are taking the decisions over those issues. This is a quick recap about the decision making, why it matters in the industries. First thing, we have to convert the production into the marketing, and of course we are taking some good decisions as well as the bad decisions. Leading with the good decisions, we have to know about the innovations, profit as well as customer satisfaction. In coming to the bad decisions, we need to take the decisions for certain conclusions, and there is a test clauses where we have to put the excellent bad decisions. Of course, we have to go for the modern leadership. So these are the matters why we have chosen this decision making in industries which matters to me. Now we are going to enter into the empathy of our decision, that is how we are understanding the problem statement, that is understanding the people. So we have to understand the team members in the industries, those who are taking the decisions. So we have certain emotions, habits, and the motivational matters. And we are connecting with the customers as well as the workers and the communities where our product is going to launch. And just listen before designing your solutions, and these are all the points where we are going to study. Understanding the people's by your problem statement. Okay. Next is defining the real problems. Here is your decisions stats. So we can identify the real problems not only by just knowing about the problems, and also ask right questions before taking any decisions in your companies, and also focus on your decisions, which will lead to the clarity. For example, here I have mentioned a clear problem statement enables the focus and creative decisions. So before taking any decisions, go for the certain discussion among with your teams, and have certain questions and focus on your achievement, that is what the product you are going to launch. So those things will use the creative decisions making. Okay. Next, this is the decision strong. In the middle, we can do it as an activity. So in this, we can form 2 to 3 students of your classes. They will discuss among themselves and create the solutions for. They will give the online solutions that they can assume it as they will have a company. So in that, they are launching some products, but those products are not eco-friendly. Now their competitors will have some eco-friendly products. So they have to beat those competitors, and either they will take the decisions ethically, or as a area engineer, what we can going to do for launching our new product. And we have certain teams over here, and they will discuss and they will give the one-line solutions for those problems.
So we own a company, so we have a competitor company, so that we produce an eco-friendly product. So by producing eco-friendly product, we are getting a profit. So while we produce an eco-friendly product, if we get for low price, we sell for a low price, of course we will get loss. So we are bringing this comprehensive, transformative corporate strategy which helps us to produce a good product. And another one-line solution is, instead of competing directly, we collaborate with the rival company to co-develop the eco-friendly product, to sharing profit and cost.
Now we will be providing our solutions by connecting the solid waste and converting it to the raw materials for our new companies. So we can also reduce our initial high investment for our raw materials, and we can also increase the profit margin.
I think you may know that is corporate social responsibility. This can be actually corporate social responsibility is an activity that every company in India should undertake. This means they should do something in their company, good to the environment and the people. This can be done by this idea. Also, you may know about technology, right? Technology has indulged in this project. They have collected the e-waste from other shops, and they are using the e-waste to manufacture their product, that is their cars. This will help to manage the waste, and also they will get a clear supply and continuous supply of raw material. This will be very helpful for the company, and also the margin of the product, that is car, will not be cheap, or it cannot be changed. This is a good solution that we
So, thank you, Denise. So, they are providing certain solutions for their own companies. So, I hope this activity gives you some initiatives about how we are taking and how this decision making is important in your company. Let's let's continue those topics. Now we are exploring the new ideas. Here we have previously seen about what is our problem statement and how we are defining the solutions for those statements. Now we are thinking beyond our ideas. So we have the problem clarity. As we said earlier, we should know about the problem statement with clear clarity before taking any solutions. And that becomes a brainstorming session is needed about the your themes. And there is a certain challenges, and we have to assume those challenges earlier before taking the solutions. And we can go for certain promising solutions by hand of your suggestions. Okay? And here also we have certain questions, and I pose these questions to you, and you will find out the answers for these questions in the next class. Okay. Now we are converting our decisions into the actions. Once we are clear about our decisions, we have to put it into those decisions into as our actions. So test for the small initially. So we have to introduce those small initiatives with the small communities to test our outcomes. Then gather the feedbacks from those small communities and reduce the risk factors, what are the facing or what are the risks that we faces in your new product. So try to reduce those risk factors and improve the decision qualities. And here also I have mentioned one example, that is a new vision is introduced in one factory. First gather the feedbacks from the company side, and then try to implement those feedbacks in your decisions and try to provide the better solution for the problem. So this is the learning from the results. So we are coming to the results and we are taking the decision. So how we are, what we have learned from our result is, first one is the launch, that is AI-based pricing tool should be introduced in your decisions. Second one is, which is the most important one, that is the feedback. So we are collecting the satisfaction report from our customers. So try to interface those values into your decisions. Third one is the improve. What are the suggestions you have gathered? So try to improve, try to introduce in your decisions and try to improve your solutions. And last one is the success. That is, we are turning our decisions into new innovations. Okay. Finally, we are coming to the conclusion that designing our better decisions by considering our understand that is connecting to the peoples and what they are need about your product. Next is the learn, what you have learned from the feedbacks and how we are introducing into our product to improve our solutions. Next is the define one, designing the better solutions for our problem statement. First thing we have to understand what our company is facing about our problem statement and connect with the people, gather those feedbacks and try to improve their needs. Second is the define, once you identify your problem, try to give the solutions for your problem. Then do the brainstorming session among your teammates and take the decisions. Then learn from the reflect what the other people suggest about your decisions. Finally, go for the testing before implementing it. So that will give you the small solutions for your small tests. These are the key points we are taking from this topic. First one is the decision making is the heart of every industry. Of course, you are all agree with that, because decision making will play a major role before launching any products and before giving the solutions for your problem. And second one is creativity, empathy, and experimentation leads to the human-centered choices. So those things will be always should be human-centered, and we have gathered the